How did y'all, let me ask you, how did you pay for the passports?
I paid for the passports with the money I had from my paycheck.
Our workplace is where we spend most of our daily lives. But how well do we really know all of the co-workers that we meet every day? Gail Spencer of Macon, Georgia, clearly didn't know her colleague Tracy Jones could go to extreme lengths for money.
So I knocked on the door. She came to the door. I said, Gail, can I have something to drink? My car broke down and I got to pee. I had to pee really bad.
Right.
She said, yeah. So we walked and she walked me into the bathroom. There was no toilet paper and I had to holler, Gail, there's no toilet paper. So she just cracked the door and, kind of threw it in there to me.
In 2012, Gail Spencer ended up dead in her own home, all because she trusted her co-worker enough to let her inside her house for a bathroom emergency, as any other decent person would do. So why did Tracy Jones do what she did?
And
Why'd you go over to Gail's?
I just told you that.
Why did you go over there?
Why? Because I was kind of scared she'd saw me ride by her or something, because I knew she was up, because she's told me she gets up early every morning.
What exactly happened, and where is she today? Let's find out the answers to these intriguing questions. Tracy Jones was born in 1974 in the state of Georgia. She is the daughter of one William Hiram Jones of Lizella and the granddaughter of Marilou Jones. Tracy was partly raised by her grandmother in a farmhouse near Lake Tovisovki. According to her grandmother Marilou, who passed away in 2015 at age 93, Tracy had been a good girl, and the family had no clue how things had gone so wrong. At age 38, Tracy Jones was charged with felony murder and other serious charges, all of which she accepted and pleaded guilty to. A year or so prior to her conviction, in 2011, Tracy started working as a legal secretary for Calder Pinkston's real estate law firm, situated at Vineville Avenue in Macon, Georgia. That's where she met 58-year-old Gail Spencer. Gail was also a secretary, but she'd been working with the firm for more than a decade and was one of the most trusted employees there. Gail was the person who handled all the firm's wire transfers of funds and could transfer funds without getting authorization from the upper management. Tracy, being a new employee, was trained on wire transfers but was not given access to make transfers without the approval of management. But Tracy hatched a plan to embezzle a huge amount of funds from the law firm. She just needed Gail's system access and a way to keep Gail out of the way. So, Tracy enlisted the help of her 18-year-old boyfriend, Brett Kelly, his stepsister, Courtney Kelly, and another acquaintance, Keith Anthony Dozier. Tracy's plan turned deadly, and there is no way of knowing for sure if Tracy intended for things to go this far. On the morning of October 5, 2012, Tracy pretended that she was in the neighborhood when she had a bathroom emergency, and armed with this story, knocked on Gail Spencer's door. Gail, a kindly old woman, let her inside and offered her something to drink. Once inside, Tracy led Kelly and Dozier in as well. At gunpoint, Kelly and Dozier detained a shocked and scared Gail, while Tracy, driven by Courtney, went to the office and made 3 wire transfers of $205,250, $429,550, and $249,750 from the firm's escrow account to 3 different bank accounts held by Courtney Kelly. They were to divide the money later amongst the 4 of them. Allegedly unbeknownst to Tracy, Brett Kelly had raped and killed Gail in her house while Dozier had been keeping a lookout in the next room. On October 9, 2012, right before getting caught by the police, Tracy went back to the office and made more wire transfers, bringing the total stolen amount up to $1.4 million. Tracy, Brett, Keith, and Courtney were all arrested within a week of the crime when another colleague had tipped off the police suspecting her involvement. After being apprehended, Tracy was charged on multiple counts of felony murder, malice murder, first-degree burglary and theft by taking, aggravated assault, and false imprisonment. She accepted all her charges and pleaded guilty in court. Bibb County Judge Tillman Self sentenced Tracy Jones to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. However, in June 2019, Tracy filed a pro se motion for an out-of-time appeal claiming abandonment by her legal counsel after her sentence was ruled. As per the law, she had 30 days to appeal the court ruling and to take back her guilty plea, but because of ineffective legal counsel, she missed her window to make the appeal. The trial court in 2019 denied her out-of-time appeal, but in March 2020, the Supreme Court of Georgia vacated the trial court's decision and ordered them to set a hearing to determine whether ineffective assistance of Tracy Jones's attorney was in fact the cause of her missed appeal or not. For now, she remains incarcerated at the Pulaski State Prison in Georgia. The case of Tracy Michelle Jones is a complex and tragic story that has captured the attention of many. From her upbringing in rural Georgia to her job as legal secretary and ultimately to her conviction for felony murder, Tracy's life has been marked by both hope and despair. The circumstances surrounding the case, including the involvement of a trusted co-worker and the use of a plea deal, have sparked debate and controversy.